Well, good morning, everybody from Florida. Might be hard to believe that I'm in Florida with what I'm wearing, but it's really cold here in Florida, man. It's 60 degrees. It is 60. This is a pretty good blast of cold weather. Cool weather for us. Stop laughing, everybody up north. Winds blowing 20 miles an hour out of the northwest, so it's cold. Of course, I'm in shorts with a scarf and my Steelers toboggan. So anyway, early Saturday morning. Haven't done anything about photography on the channel yet. It's something that I wanted to do from the beginning, and I'll probably have more of this as I figure out how to. I need to get set up at the house so that I can show you, my computer screen and all that kind of thing. But I'm a photographer. I've been a professional photographer for years. Done weddings and portraits and sporting events and things like that. But lately, I've just been into landscape stuff. I enjoy being outside, and so it kind of matches, a few things I like in life. Just getting out early and catching a sunrise and just hanging out in God's creation. So I'm out early this morning to see what things look like, and this is typical for me. I go out and I get my coffee and come over to the beach, take a look around, see how things look, see if there's any potential. Right here at the beach, we're probably, I don't know, less than 10 miles as the crow flies to the beach. It takes about 10 or 12 minutes to drive to the beach, and it's pretty over here, but there's not a lot of interest, photographic interest. Sandy beach and water. It's about all we have. Some places there's some dunes, with sea grapes and such on it, but man, I tell you, it's hard to find. But the beach itself is pretty, and the water's pretty, and if you get if you get some low clouds that get turned on fire, that works out good too. But went over to Indialantic, which is the first beach I come to when I come over the causeway, and then I went up north just to there's beaches beach access every half mile. So I went up north, and there's people out there doing yoga with the waves slamming behind them, and to us it's really cold down here. I guess they're getting their mind right. So I'm going to go down south here where there's usually not people, and see what we got. And if there's anything of interest, I'll show it to you. Sorry about the red lights, but that's what I got in the truck, and hopefully this thing's focusing. But man, it's windy out. I'll turn you around and show you what's going on outside. Try to, at least. Nice and windy out there. All right, hopefully you can hear me. It's going to get windy, but this is the current status of the beach. And we were really socked in here. It's 7:15, sun should be up, and I guess it's hiding back there somewhere. There's the dunes, a little bit of grass. The waves are kicking it. Woo. see it, but boy, the wind is knocking the tops of those waves right from left to right. We're facing east. We're facing east and the wind's blowing out of the northwest, so. Well, so far there's not much going on, but I don't know. I'm undecided. These kind of cool little pools that are filling up. The waves are coming up over top of that bank and flowing down into these little pools. The birds are having a great time. Someone's got a pellet set up there. Little bait fish are getting caught in these little pools. So imagine the crabs and birds will come and tear this place up. Yeah, there's the birds. Oh, this might be something. Maybe that crate, maybe that pallet. Well, I jumped back in the truck to warm up a little bit. It's windy out there, but that pallet was interesting. You know, you don't normally see something set up out there. Somebody last night must have set it up. But they'll come through probably this morning, probably sometime soon, and take it away. It'll be gone soon, but I was hoping that the sun might break through or something, because the light is really flat. The light level's low. If I go long exposure, you know, that the wash of the waves is just going to turn white. I don't know. I'm always trying to talk myself out of taking a picture. I think I'm just going to warm up, get my gear, and walk back out there and see what happens. All right, so I'm going to get my gear together. I've got the Fuji X-H1, got my 55-200 on there, but I'm going to take that off, swap that out with my 16 to 55 with the case filters on it, in case I want to put I don't think I'll need a polarizer, but I might do a neutral density. So I'm going to put this together. Alright, so I'm set up. The lighting's brighter, but still super flat. And I'm trying to time it. I'm hoping that I'll get another crash of those. I'm hoping the waves will creep up over that bank one more time. Well, 20 more times, if possible. But I'm getting about a 10-second exposure, so once I commit, I'm out for about 10 seconds before I can take another one. Oh, maybe this one. Yeah, a little bit. This is Florida beaches. That's what everybody wants to come here for. It's a nice Chamber of Commerce day. This is what shows up on your brochures, right? To be honest, it doesn't look like this very often. Let's see how that one looked. Keep trying to complicate matters. I got a 2-second timer on, so I've got 12 seconds. 12 seconds total that I'm blocked out. Oh, this could be good. Let's go for it. No, didn't make it. Processing. Ah, of course. That's the frustration. It happened while it was processing. But that's the struggle, but honestly, that's the reward too if you catch it. Oh! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Might be decent. The tide should still be coming in. I was checking my watch, so we should have more opportunities here. So I changed my composition up. I moved down a little bit since there's not really much going on in the sky. If we can get one of these crashes, there's more interest in the foreground than there is in the background there, so let's see. Try this one. There we go. A little bit. Oh man, a little more. Just need a little more. That wasn't bad though. I'm not going to take time to review these because it's just happening too quick. Even though it's cold, it's still nice to be out here. There's just a few people on the beach. You can see them down there. There's 4 and 1. So I'm 1 of 5 out here. Let's go for it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. It's in the wrong spot. It's going right around the pallet. Come on. Let's see what these have been looking like. No, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. Still just haven't quite got the perfect one yet. And of course I forgot to bring my remote shutter release, so I'm got to be so barbaric and actually touch the camera, which is why I got the timer on. Here, I'm going to try to zoom you guys in so you can check out the waves. There we go. There we go. That's it. Yes, I think that's it. Let's see. Ooh, I love it. Love it. Thank you, Lord, for that one. Just going to check the focusing on that real quick. Go to F11 here. Yeah, it's giving me 30 seconds. I don't want to go that long, I don't think. Wow. I'll bump the ISO just a little bit. Now I'm at 250. 13 seconds. Let's go for that. And now we wait. It's happening more down that way now. Alright, I'm committed now. I kind of want to change my composition, get closer, go more wide angle, because I was sitting at maybe 30-40 millimeter. I really want to make the palette more prominent. I had to take my shoes off because I'm going to get a little wet. So we're going to go out to 16 here. Alright, I'm going to readjust. Be right back. Alright, so I've readjusted and I'm hoping to get a good crash. A good crash over here. I just missed one. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be cool if I can get one here. I had one where the water came pouring through the gaps in the slats there. That would be cool. Looks like there's some big ones building. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Well, that might be good. Of course, there's a bigger one. Oh, that would have been great. Stop processing. Oh, it's not bad though. I don't like it. I think we're going to get some more because Tide, sorry about shaking the camera here. I'm not doing a great job. But tide's coming in, so this should get better as we go. Oh, I just moved the tripod. Doggone it, that one's gonna be ruined. That was too much. Ruined, I say. Might be artistic. Got a little precarious there, man. With all my whining, I'm so glad I stayed around because the sun started to come out and you're starting to see it there, and it started to light up that palette real nice. And I moved around some different angles quickly because, you know, literally the ground is moving under your feet, so I don't know how many of them are going to be in focus, but we'll go home and we'll check these out. Look, even shoes almost got washed out to sea. I looked back and I couldn't see them. And I saw them down the beach. I had to go running. I looked like a fool. Hey, it's the price you pay, though. So we'll check them out. Hopefully I can figure out how to show you guys maybe some of the editing. I don't know. That was interesting and fun, and I was complaining and not wanting to be out here shooting, and boy, it was good. You can see my shoes almost went out. Ooh, Davy Jones almost had him a pair of Kyrie's. So shoes are wet. Let's see. I'm wet. All right, we'll get to editing these. I think I got some stuff I'm happy with. So we're in Florida, man. All right. Ooh, it's nice to get the heat going. So, man, I wish I could have got, more of the end of that on video because the tide was coming in and waves started crashing. The sun was coming out and starting to highlight that palette with, the water around it, reflections. And there's no way I could do both because I was constantly having to move the tripod around, and well, I didn't succeed at staying dry. So, but just in case you're wondering, no Fuji gear was harmed in the filming of that. So I thought there was one last wave that sent me running. Was I thought it had gotten the camera, but it didn't. All right, guys. All right, I just thought I'd show you kind of how I go through editing a couple of those photos. Back at the house, some time's passed now, and we're just going to give this a go. I'm going to start with this one right here. This is one of the ones that I liked with the palette. In that first setup that I showed you guys, first composition that I had, everything's nice and creamy. Man, it's just, I think it's really cool. Anyway, so I usually start on the basic tab, and right at the top, just want to warm this up just a little bit, just a taste. And let's see what we got in these highlights. Yeah, see, there's plenty of detail in those waves, even though it's a long shutter. There's still plenty of detail in there. Keep those down a little bit. Let's bring the whites up just a little bit. Okay, that's the overall exposure. Let's move that maybe up just a hair. Not much. I sort of like the way this is almost minimalist. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of texture. And let's check that horizon. It's almost kind of hard to see back there. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's go to, let's look at color. Let's just go ahead and add vibrance. So that adds saturation to all the colors. Let's just go way We'll go all the way to the right and see what colors are there. So we got lots of greens, lots of blues, and like reds and oranges here in the foreground. Let's just add a little bit of vibrance. Let's get in here to detail. Let's look at sharpening. Let's try to get that palette as sharp as we can. I always like masking this off too. Because there's no use having added detail in those areas that are all soft and creamy there, so it looks pretty good. All right. Let's see, I think I'd like to, let's see what we got for these shadows. Oh yeah, there's plenty of detail in the palette. I'm gonna leave those up. Maybe add just a touch of overall contrast. It's looking good. All right, let's go in here to our vignette. Add a little vignette. Ooh, this is looking nice. And then since earlier we saw that there was lots of blues here in the sky, greens here in the ocean, and oranges up here, we'll get more specific with the saturation here. So for the sky, we're gonna just bring in those blues. And then for the ocean, let's take that all the way. Yeah, let's see. It's not as prominent as I thought or hoped. And then what about the foreground here? Oh yeah, you can see that. Not too much. What about reds? Oh yeah, those are in the palette. Well, I might roll those off just a hair. That one looks pretty good. I love the way that the water, you just get the different patterns every time the waves come in. All right, let's work on this one. So I've already done some edits to the color version here, similar to what I did before, but let's fix this horizon first. It's really standing out to me. Okay. And like I said, I want this in black and white, so let's go ahead and convert this to black and white. Oh, it's looking nice. Let's bring the shadows up a little more, I think. Yeah. Not too much. Since it's black and white, we're just going to go a little bit heavier with the contrast. And I like bringing in clarity here, especially on black and whites. A little texture, more texture, more texture. And you play with that vignette. I think in black and white, you can get a little wild with everything, so let's try that. Okay, that's ridiculous. That's looking really good. I think that's fine. Anyway, I hope you guys liked that. That was a fun, interesting trip. And I'll probably be putting some more photography stuff on here. Hope you guys liked the video. Hey, please like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I'll probably be putting some more photography on here, so let me know if you like the photography content. Got other DIY stuff coming. I got a goblet Goblet. Yeah, I got a goblet on the wood lathe. I was going to finish that and got some stuff to do to the truck. So stay tuned in. Keep watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care.